What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is Colin Cowherd calling out ESPN, calling out its NBA coverage, and saying it underproduced and underdelivered. Now, Colin Cowherd's a classy individual, so that's another way of saying it sucks. Well, he goes into detail between the talent and the chemistry, and because of his experiences, he breaks it all down. It's pretty interesting to hear it come from Colin Cowherd himself. So we're going to dive into that, but before we do that, make sure you guys support this channel, support the community, support Project Transition. Make sure you go there right now and help out the itty bitties. The impact you will have to get them exposed and get them experiences so that they can grow up to be whoever they want to be. Next level stuff. And you guys also can win some amazing prizes and also get access to exclusive events. So this week's winner is my man, Mike Wickman. Mike Wickman, thank you for your support at Project Transition, being a gym member, a giver every month. So he gets this book right here. Yeah, that's my face. Look the same? Let's see. That's the book right there. And more importantly, you get this bookmark. Look at this bookmark. That's already signed for you, big dog. And I already got it. It's in the mail today. It's in the mail for my man, Mike Wickman. Next week, make sure it's you. Let's get into this story about ESPN having some horrible NBA coverage. There you go.
Okay, here's a topic. And I don't do this a lot. Like, I don't talk about other announcers.
I do.
I just don't. I don't get into it. I don't care. I think it's hard
to
to
sometimes.
Yeah, I don't.
Me and you, Nick.
But I will talk about this, is that I think I can say this because of my Sports Nation days. I've had multiple co-hosts on the herd. I think, not that I'm exclusively or even primarily qualified to talk about it, but I think I've earned the right to talk about chemistry.
Okay, he's very uncomfortable doing this. Where Nick Wright and I, my Nick, we cool with talking about people because, hey, that's what you're supposed to do. Like this whole protected warfare, like we're not going to criticize you guys, so therefore you are a sacred cow because you can't get criticized. That's not the world we live in. That's not the media we're living in. But he's going to break down the chemistry conversation. Let's go.
Not talent, chemistry. I don't like the chemistry on the ESPN NBA broadcast. It's not the people, it's the chemistry. As you know, there's a reason Mike and Tony have been a hit show for 25 years or plus. Their chemistry is amazing. There is a reason Buck and Aikman went Fox to ESPN together. They have tremendous chemistry. Madden and Summerall. It's really, really hard. Being talented, look at you. You work for years. The chemistry on your show, beyond talent, the chemistry is really what makes the show. Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, and Breen had remarkable chemistry. And for 24 years or however long ESPN's had the NBA, they have struggled with pregame shows, postgame shows, the perfect pairing. And they had it. And then they blew it up. My guess is that Van Gundy could be critical of the league. There was David Stern from time to time pushed back on critical interviews by Bob Costas or others, which needed to be done. And this is one thing that I wonder about the NBA. I don't think broadcasting crews change ratings. But as now the NBA moves to other networks, I am really interested to see it at Amazon and see it at NBC. Because ESPN does a lot very, very well, in my opinion. I think they're so good at the Little League World Series, Sports Center, NFL Draft, Scott Van Pelt Show, Mike and Tony.
Nah, that's true.
They're just a lot of really talented people there. The College Game Day. They've just built really, really solid foundational pieces of broadcasting. I have great admiration.
Sure.
I do not think they've been good with the NBA. Now, I think Mike Breen's as good as anybody, including Marv Albert, I've ever heard do basketball.
Yep.
But I think for 20 years, and I don't do this, I think they've underproduced and underdelivered with the NBA.
There we go. We got to it. It was a little roundabout because I think he was uncomfortable just calling out his peers and really didn't call them out. If you watch that video once again, you will see how even Nick Wright had to squint like, Colin, you saying chemistry, not talent? Like, are we trying to... This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away. Tap dance? Are we trying to dance around this? Are we really going to go there? Because Nick Wright will go there. Like, you know, and they're both sophisticated in the way they can articulate it. But what he was saying and what he really wanted to say to get off his chest, you know, with his boys turn the mics off, turn the cameras off, is this. He doesn't think that crew, he doesn't think what we're seeing right now, whether it's Mike Breen, and he's not blaming Mike Breen, so let's just eliminate him, is Doris Burke or is RJ, Richard Jefferson. He's like, that ain't it. If you had to bet, you probably would hear Colin Cowherd say it's just Richard Jefferson, because I think most people are okay with Doris Burke. I've heard more criticism of her than I anticipated. I like her. She has this, not only the knowledge base, forget that, because they all are pretty knowledgeable, right? And Richard Jefferson has experience. It's more of her, she has a warming effect. Like when she talks, I'm like, damn, it's cool. But let's be real. We're judging it against the best. We're judging it against Mark Jackson, Van Gundy. We all know that dynamic, that tit for tat. So they won't have that kind of chemistry. Richard Jefferson and Doris Burke won't go there. They'll have to define something else if they're given the runway and the opportunity to do just that. They may not even be given enough time to do that. So the coverage is bad, but the games are good, which small market teams is going to lead to bad ratings, or in comparison, bad ratings. Still, you know, the most watched thing on television right now, because what else are we all gathering to watch? But at the same time, not up to standard. Colin felt really awkward in that whole clip, right? Wasn't that wild to see that people don't want to talk about people? Two reasons. I mean, typically there are a couple reasons why people are like that. One, they don't want people to start taking shots at them on their level. Think about it. When fans and strangers take shots at you, that's one way, but that's a different caliber, different ammunition than when your peers do it, right? So intra-war, you know, is different than inter-war, you know what I mean? So I think that Colin didn't want that. And another reason is, like, he living high on the hog. He like, man, look, I take enough criticism and heat. Please don't let me have to give it out and let alone take it back in. But Nick Wright would have went there if this topic was for him. So let me know. Beat it up in the comments. What's your thoughts really on ESPN's coverage? I watch a lot of games on mute, so I'm not the one. But when I do catch it, it's fine. It's fine. It's not the best, and I know what the best is and the best was. Bang! And all that stuff. And then, oh, here go that man again and all that. We get that. Hand down, man down. Like, we got all that, but we're not getting that right now. A lot of things we're not getting right now. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. All right, y'all. So you know how we show love on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we do that, we got to make sure you guys support the community. Make sure you go to Project Transition. Be a gym member. Be like my man Mike Wickman, who won this book this week. I will send it to you, Mike, and to whoever else supports us going forward. Looking forward to that. And also, got to help you guys out, because I know some of you may have debt. And if you have debt, you got to go to my team at Monitor Debt Resolution. That's going to be your financial solution. So for real, you got credit card debt, student loan debt, man, raise your hand, everybody had that. You know, personal debt, medical debt, whatever it is, you got bills and you're trying to get through it, but you're paying the interest rates because you're paying the minimum, and that's going to help you no way, no how. So make sure you go to Monitor Debt Resolution, and that's your financial solution. The link is in the description. That's your financial wellness prescription. Y'all can tell I'm in rap mode right now, so without further ado, boy, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. Yeah, I'm going to stick with this beat for a second. I get some of my best flows off of this, you know. So I'm going to do this. Colin, let me say it for you, big dog, because you didn't want to get that off your chest. Colin, say it with your chest. That's what we're going to call this one today, baby. We're going to talk about that ESPN coverage for you. Let's go get this thing. Check it. Colin in the suit, all prim and tight, talking about ESPN. Yeah, he said it light. Broadcast chemistry just ain't hitting. But what he meant was, man, this whole thing's slipping. Bullshitting. Stephen A. yelling. JJ looked stressed. Old man McAfee wilding in a tank top vest. Trying to be polite, but he sick of the act. You can hear it in his tone. He want the old crew back. Bad chemistry, but we know what he meant. The whole booth trash and they paying the rent. He trying to play nice, but he holding that smoke. Coward. Come on, roast him. Don't poke, Used to be debates, now it's circus clowns. Every take feel fake like it's watered down. Colin watching from the volume, feet up high, like damn y'all wild. I'd rather hear Skip lie. Producers all nervous, ESPN shook. They keep switching the hosts like a tender look. Ratings falling off like hairlines fast. And Colin on the mic like y'all won't last, blast. Yeah, he wanna see something else on his TV, but he understands how the game is played. So you know what he said? He didn't say it that way. Yeah, ooh, yeah. Come on, let's change it up. Yeah. See, this beat just gets me going, man. It's like, damn, Anderson .Paak up in this thing. Right. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so